Okay, so I had to take a minute and figure out my thoughts. So basically, in terms of support, I've noticed that most of my support either comes from strangers or other small business owners. I think it's really for me because I haven't quite found my demographic yet. So I think I'm sorry, I'm just taking my curls out my curling cream. So I think a part of that is because I haven't found my demographic yet. Um, but honestly, it's really a patience game because even then people are like, oh yeah, 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 I'll support you, I'll support you, I'll support you, and then never never show up, like, never never even give you a shout out. So, or some people, like, they just, I don't know, like, I remember when I first started my business, like, I remember like a couple of my family members were literally like, oh, they wouldn't buy it because it looks cheap, or it looks like it doesn't work. Or some people will literally tell you, like, oh, well, I'm not buying your stuff until you have this product. And then you have the product, and then they still don't want it. So just be careful and don't let it get to you, because people will definitely take all the energy and power out of you that they can. Whether it's a jealousy thing or I don't know, but you just kind of just let it roll, because people will literally just do everything in their power to bring you down. Also, in terms of running a business, I've noticed that, like, in terms of advertising, that, like, when I use my little sister as a model, who is she's lighter and skinnier than me, that I do get more like interactions and things on my page and on my social media. I get more page followers. So there is an aspect of people deciding or choosing to support you based on your looks. So if you are not conventionally attractive, or if you just don't fit the idea of what people think beauty is, which for me, I'm fat and I'm dark skinned. So a lot of people don't like that. Like, I've literally had people come to my page, literally random people, don't even follow me, and they call me ugly, and it's this and it's that, and just really negative comments out of nowhere. I usually delete them hopefully before anybody sees it, but it is an occurring thing, so you always have to watch out for that. But like I said before, it's really you being like kind to yourself and making sure that you take the time at the end of the day to focus on yourself and to really remind yourself what you're here for and why you opened your business. I always wonder, like, do people have these same issues with like a brick and mortar business rather than an online business, or a business that doesn't have to use social media as much. Um, so besides that, resources. Sometimes resources. TikTok is actually a really good place for resources. Um, Damn, I was making a cons video. This really turned out to just be a video. But anyway, sometimes resources are really hard to get to. I don't know anyone else in my family with a business. I don't know any like business majors or anything like that. So, you really have to take a lot of extra time to understand things. Like, I don't know how to write a grant proposal. The best way I'm learning how to do it is literally through YouTube videos. So sometimes it takes me a little longer to understand how to do things or how to catch on to things, because I don't have anyone in my I don't know anyone doing it, doing what I'm doing right now, and I haven't made any connections with anyone who is doing it. So it's literally like you kind of going into it blind a little bit until you figure out um, what's good for you. But I feel like once you find and once I find the resources, the best you could do is really just share with other small business owners, because I feel like that's the same situation for a lot of us. And no matter how much you read up on, study, learn about taxes, it don't matter, because it's always something new. It's always something else that you gotta learn. So it's always that. Um, I think also it's very draining, because some people don't know how much work you put in. So like it takes me about like 2 good weeks honestly to make one product. Not because it's like a long process, but well, it is a long process. It's literally because I have to make the product. I have to make sure the product is chemically balanced. I have to then test the product, make sure it works. But I can't just test it on my own skin. Now I gotta go test it on other people's skin to make sure it is a product that works. Sometimes I like store it differently, just to see like basically if I was a customer and I didn't know anything about this product and I just had to use it, what would I do? So there's a lot of like trial and error with my products. And people don't see that side. They just see an Instagram post, a TikTok and stuff like that. And I feel like they don't really appreciate what goes into it. And they just think it's, oh, another get quick rich scheme or somebody just throwing together stuff. And it's really not that. It's hours of research. It's like I said, it's testing. It's money, girl. It's money. Okay. It's a lot. I think it's also like people just don't treat you like a person. Like at the end of the day, yes, I run a business, but I'm not like a big corporation. I'm not Walmart. Like everything comes through me and goes through me. So sometimes I don't understand why people feel the need to like just be so rude and nasty. Like, 9 times out of 10, it's really something small that really could have been handled, and people will blow it out of proportion and call you all types of things and down your character, and they'll never have your business, and that's fine, that's great, but it's just sometimes that's draining at the end of the day, because it doesn't just feel like it's an attack on your business. It feels like it's an attack on your person and who you are and your personhood or whatever. So like I said, just really taking a break. I think if you want to start a business, you should also think about what are you doing outside of your business? Because some people, they have a business and then they have a job and then they have school. Like for me, I'm a full-time student and I have an internship and I have all these other things that I have on my plate, on top of being like responsible at home, and it's a lot for me. As a business owner, like even like when I'm in school, you can see like I post less content, or I just don't do things the same, and it's literally because I'm so exhausted, literally I'm just tired all the time. So after a long day, I literally, like, sometimes I remember, like, when I first started, I would release an item. I would release an item on a certain day, and then I would release it like a week early, because I'm like, you know what, I'm overwhelmed and I just want this out the way. And that's something that I still struggle with a little bit, and I think it's really because I'm the type of person that takes on too much. So I think planning is a crucial part, but also giving yourself a break, like just space to, not be a student, not be an employee, not be a business owner, and just be a person. Because at the end of the day, when you come back, they still gonna be there. If you go to work, somebody still, if you pass out, you fall out today, they're gonna have somebody new in your spot. Like, so I think it's important for you to really take care of yourself and deal with stress the way that you need to. I'm probably just going on a tangent because it does sound like a tangent to me, because I'm like, how did I get here? But like, just make sure you take care of yourself. Like, that was basically the point of that. And basically just managing who you are outside of your job. I think so far, oh, these are cute. But so far for me, I think maybe the worst experience is I don't know. I haven't had like any really terrible experiences, except like people like randomly like call me like ugly or something like that. But that's really just like really colorism and racism doing their work. So I don't know. Like, there's nothing like that was like really, really bad or like made me really want to stop. I think in the beginning, when I first started, there was a point where, like, literally, like, the first month where I was, like, ready to quit because I was so frustrated because people would literally keep asking me, oh, how's business? How's business? How's business? How's business? How's business? Oh, are you making money? Oh, are you doing this? Oh, I want this. You should make this. And I would make it, and they would not they would not purchase it, or I would tell them how my business is going, but they weren't contributing to it. So it was literally like, okay, I'm running a business and people constantly asking me about the business. So now it felt like it just felt like extra stress, and it was like frustrating me because I feel like, why are you continuously asking about something that you don't care about? Really, you really don't care about. Like, you just want to know, like, am I failing or not? And that's what it felt like to me. So I had started putting a boundary. So now whenever someone asks, of course, when a customer, like, some people just ask it to be like, a passing topic, but some people were like really like getting to the nitty gritty, like, oh, how much do you make? How much do you do per day? How many customers? But it was to the point where it was like really invasive and weird. So I had started setting a boundary. So as soon as someone asked me, like, how is my business going, I always dance around the subject a little bit, or I'll like completely go to a different subject, because that's how bad it is. Like, that's how much I hate that question. Like, it just literally, it burns me up inside. So honestly, it's that I stopped taking suggestions from people. Like, people, of course, if it's a customer, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool, I'll think about it. But, like, when people I feel like if you haven't supported my business already, and definitely for me, it really did feel like a slap in the face, because I support everyone's business. Everybody, everybody, not down on nobody, but everybody sells the same Amazon lip gloss and eyelashes. And I can literally go upstairs and get my makeup bag, and it's literally filled with the exact same tubes, the exact same eyelashes. And even though I got a bunch of them, I just bought them because it's a black owned business. Why would you not want to support it? And honestly, you can't have enough lip gloss or eyelashes. And that same energy was not reciprocated to me, and that was ridiculous. Because and I'm not saying my product is the most different thing in the world. It's literally body butters, oils, and things like that. So of course, stuff that you can get anywhere else. But at the end of the day, like I said, I expected people to support me because I supported them. And once again, I'm a black-owned business. Now, I've had some strangers, and they see me, and they be like, oh, yeah, you got a business? And I'm like, yeah. And they go to my site immediately. No questions asked. I remember one of my professors, he was like, literally, what are you doing over the summer? I said, oh, I started a business. He said, send me the website. He bought my stuff. Literally, I saw his order 5 minutes later. No questions asked, no extraness, no nothing. Other people give me, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not forcing nobody to buy it. I know I don't have the, the most different thing in the world. It's not like I'm selling souls or something like that. It ain't nothing wild. But there's a clear difference in my idea of support and other people's ideas of support, or when they want to support, or how they want to support. Because I lie to you not, people will literally not support and then turn around and ask you for advice when you're starting, when they want to start their business. I don't got no problem sharing the tips I got, because why not? I don't have no issue about it. But at the end of the day, it just felt weird. Like, or people would come into my inbox and they'd give me, oh, where you get your bottles from, or how did you order this, or how did you do that? And I would tell them, and then they wouldn't say nothing else to me. Nothing else. No more interactions. That's it. So it felt like I kept playing myself. And at this point, I still don't mind sharing. Like, if somebody DM me, I'm still share. But I've definitely put up some more boundaries at this point. And I'm not the type of person, I'm not charging you for, people be charging you literally so you can get a web link. Like, I'm not that type of person, but I do understand why people do it now. So, I don't know, maybe in the future I will become that type of person. But at this point, I just, it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of, I feel like, fake love sometimes. And I feel like the most you can do is really just humble yourself and know that when you know, your day is coming. Your day is coming. And even if it's not coming, this don't have to be the last business you ever start. This business that I got now, you know, pray to the ancestors that it doesn't. But it could fail, right? It could fail today. In the 2 years I opened a new one, and that one's successful within the first month that it opens. So it's not the end of the line. It's not the end of the line. And even then, you know, it's experience. That's something, you know how nice that is to put that on your resume. Or when people ask you, I love it when people ask me how I get my skin so soft, or how my hair looks like that, and I can genuinely be like, oh, it was my product. I did this. I made this, sis. I had this product, sis. Get like me. You want this? You want this? Here's my website. Here's my business card. So I love that feeling. So I don't think that's ever something that I ever want to give up. Like at this point in my life, I couldn't imagine myself going back to a 9 to 5. I'm hoping, we're in the middle of a panty still, but once it go back to normal, I want my business to be successful enough that I don't have to go back into anyone's office, or that, and it's stupid, but I got a degree. I'm about to get a degree, but I hope I don't have to use my degree. Like, I would love to just do this for, like, the rest of my life. Like, not the rest of my life. Until 30. I want to retire at 30. But I would love to do this. It just feels nice. It just feels nice to be able to provide, like, not on nothing dirty, but we don't got to buy lotion in my house. We don't got to buy Vaseline. We don't got to. I have it. It's here. It's here. It's here. Whatever we need, it's here. We don't got to buy exfoliating scrubs. It's here. I make it right here. We need earrings. It's here. All of it. It's here. So it just really feels nice to just be able to do that for yourself. And I'm on my last braid. But for anybody, this is a braid out. It's a regular braid out. I'll take it out maybe like 2 days from now. I'm gonna literally just put my bonnet on. I was gonna put these little, the little curly curls at the end of my hair, because I saw some girl do it on my Instagram feed, and her curls came out really cute. But my babies ain't here yet, so maybe I will. I think I'll just use like the little small cold rollers. But for right now, this is it. This is how I'm gonna keep my hair. Hopefully I'll have the energy to make a new video to just show you guys how this turned out. Maybe my next video will be like a makeup video or something like that. I don't know, just to show you guys how it turned out. I think that would be cool. But yeah, if you are a Black-owned business, feel free to follow any of my socials. They're all the same. CEO Beauty 4. And I'll follow back. Let me see what you got. Doesn't matter what it is. Lip gloss. I don't care if you sell toe rings. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you sell, it doesn't matter. Just let me see. And follow me, and I'll follow back. And thank you for watching.